Okay guys, welcome back. So right now I just want to go over a few things about the Nintendo NX, but as you can see I have my Xbox One up here. There is a reason for that, so bear with me please. Now what I want to talk about here is things that I think the Nintendo NX should be able to do. Now, not everyone's going to agree with this, but I think the majority of people will. Now, I'm using the Xbox One here just because it has pretty much everything that I want the Nintendo NX to have in it. So let's just start off here. Now, the Wii U's OS isn't perfect. I actually really like the way that the Xbox One is set out, especially this newer OS that they've got here. Well, as you can see, you've got, this is the most recent app that you were using, and then you've got the list of your 4 most recent games or apps being used, and then you've got just a load of stuff here where you can pin stuff that you want to it. So I've already got YouTube and Twitch pinned. I can pin this if I want, pin to home, it just pops straight in, or at least it should. There we go. So that's something else I'd like to see, something sort of like this. Now I know you can already pin most things to, well, you pin everything to the home section of the Wii U interface, and you get the quick start up which lets you use your 10 most recent things, but with this I can come straight out to this. Say if I'm playing Sunset Overdrive like this, I can come straight out of there, straight back onto this while the game is still going, and nothing really changes. I go straight back into the game, do whatever else I want. Well, you can still do that with the Wii U at the moment. I'd like to see something a little more advanced with the Nintendo NX, just so that things are a little more clumped together. Especially with the Wii U, you can't come out of your game and then just go straight into another game, which you can do with this, which would, I suppose, cut down a bit of time, especially with going from the game to the home menu and to the other game, which can take quite a while at some points. So we'll just cut out that again. Now, the next thing I want, and I know a lot of people won't agree with me, it's not something that I wanted to have, but I think it's something that it needs to have here. And as you can see, it's here, a membership type thing. Now, the PlayStation has it with PlayStation Plus, Xbox has it with Xbox Live Gold, which were the first ones to do it on the console. So I think Nintendo needs something like this. They also need something where they can give out games and just do the sort of games with gold thing. Like the games with gold for this month was Wolf Among Us, Sunset Overdrive, and then a few Xbox 360 games which I can't remember at the moment. So that's something else I think that the NX should have. It's not particularly what I want it to have, because I like my free my free online play on the Wii U, so you never know, it might happen, it might not sure yet. Now, another thing I think that should happen is it needs a much better friends list. I have my friends list here. It's so much easier to get into than the Xbox, the Wii U's one, and it's just so much easier. It needs a much better friend list in the way, a much easier way to add friends as well on the Nintendo NX. Which brings me to the next point. It needs a system-wide party chat. Not just in-game chat, but a party chat, so that you can talk to people no matter what game they're playing, if it's different from yours or the same as yours. You need to be able to do this in the Nintendo NX. It just needs a complete overhaul. I've never used the Wii U video chat thing, can't remember what it's called right now. I've never used it. I've had a look at it once. I've never used it to call anyone. I mean, if people have called me, random people have added me, they were then deleted for that, so Now, while I don't really care about achievements, I know a lot of people do, so maybe it's something that needs to be put into the Nintendo NX. I mean, they could mix it in with the My Nintendo, so that achievements you get in game are linked up with My Nintendo, and then you get platinum or gold or whatever points from it, which you can then use to get other things through My Nintendo, which would actually be a a much better achievement system than what Xbox and PlayStation have, because right now they give you nothing, they don't really do anything, they're just there. I actually find them useless. So if the Nintendo NX done something with an achievement system which was linked up with My Nintendo, giving you My Nintendo points, then I could definitely get behind it. Messages system, so it needs a much better messaging system. With the Wii U, you have to go all the way into Miiverse, which can take a little bit of time to load up at times, and then go to the messages and then come all the way back out again, and it's just a hassle. With this, I can be in a game, get a message and go straight back into it. Easy as anything really. Nothing really bothered you there. Oops. And then a notifications thing. It needs, and the Nintendo NX needs a notification thing, something that pops up on the Wii U when your friend comes on. All you get is a little blue light on the gamepad that you're most likely not looking at. So it definitely is a definitely new friend notification system. I mean, with my my Xbox One, not everyone pops up on my dashboard whenever people actually come online. I've got it set to favourites, so only certain people pop up to let me know when they're online. So it's definitely something that Nintendo needs, is a new notification system, because right now the one they have is pretty much non-existent. And yeah, I mean, I like the way that they do Miiverse, so they can probably still keep that kind of thing there, where they've got a community. This community here is fine as well. I like the way that the Xbox One is done. It's not really a community, really. The Miiverse is more of a community than this is, but I still like the way that it's done. I've never used one guide, so let's just skip right by that. The store for this is, I actually like the Wii U eShop better than I like the Xbox store, so nothing I can really do there, because the game store you can go in, you can find what you need, but some games are just not where you'd expect them to be. There's not that many categories. You can't search for specific genres, which is weird. Well, you can, but it brings up a load of other things as well, so I actually prefer the Wii U eShop to this one. So if they could just probably advance the Wii U eShop a little bit more so that it's better on the NX, then I would really like that. Now, these are just the things that I'd like to see on the Nintendo NX. I'm sure that everybody else has got different opinions on it. But yeah, these are just a few things I'd like to see on the NX. I hope that they have got them on NX, especially system-wide party chat. That would be fantastic. That's one of the main things I really want on it. One other thing I really do hope they put in, not that it bothers me too much if it isn't there, but I know a lot of people would really like this, and that is the ability to live stream and record. Now, obviously, I have my PC set up. I can do things really with any system I want. I can record my Wii U, my Wii, my PS2, things like that, because I have a dedicated recording device for that hooked up to my PC through OBS, Open Broadcast software. And yeah, it's just, it needs something like this, because it has become one of the big things this generation, that people do record and stream directly from their system instead of doing it through dedicated hardware. So that's one of the main things that they need to do, not for people like me, but for everyone else who might want to start doing it. Now, I know my channel's not big or anything like that, but I like the way my channel is. I wouldn't change it for the world, but if people want to start doing it as well, this would be a good way for them to start. That's just all I'm saying now, especially if Nintendo is the only system that they're actually playing. But as I said, this is just me just going over what I would like to see it in. I don't really care about the snap feature, so that can go away. But anyway guys, I'm going to go and play Sunset Overdrive now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. And if there's anything you'd like to see in the Wii U, if not the Wii U, the NX, let me know. If there's anything you hope is there, let me know that too. And yeah, I'll talk about things with you in the comment section. and as always, have a nice day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye now.